Hello? Hi, can you guys hear me? I need to make sure that's the first thing I check from now on. Hi Ildi, hi Melissa! Yeah, you can hear me. Hi Anna! Okay, cool. Oh good. Perfect! Hi Elizabeth! Hi Kat! Hi Nico! How are you guys? I guess it's been 2 weeks since I've streamed. Hi Fran! Okay, let me figure out where we do this. Here, maybe? Save game photos. That sounds maybe, possibly about right. You can hear me perfect. Okay, yeah. So today, I know we haven't done the alternate universe thing in a while. We will eventually, I promise. It's just been a while since I streamed, and I figured we should probably take the Monarch portraits, the Windenburg Monarch portraits. We did make them quite a while ago. If I can find them, that'd be fine. I might have just saved them. Oh, a lot of people are naked. Why is everyone... Oh, this was the Regency. Okay, and maybe because it was a Regency thing? Oh, no. That... Oh, poor things. Okay. There's a lot of people in here. I think I'm going to... What if I X? Yeah. Okay, this is just a photo save, so it's okay to do this. And then I do have the Regency CC back in, so I don't quite know what happened, but I think this is probably for the best for now. Look at the way little Tasty was standing. He's so cute. Okay. Oh, also Kid Vivian and Infant Theodore. Okay, alright, let's go find our monarchs. Hi Sarah, I'm good. How are you? Hope you're back to the better. Thank you. Yeah, I think I just needed a bit of a break. I was a bit burned out. That keeps happening to me, but when I loaded the game, they all have their clothes. Yeah, I was like, I definitely like downloaded the CC, so maybe I do think like if you had gone into the game and you didn't have your CC, and so like images wise, it, oh my god, I forgot about this guy. Okay. Yeah, I think it was just like it saves the pictures, and then apparently you have to like go into your cache images and like delete them for it to regenerate or something like that. Toddler Tasty was much cuter than Infant Tasty was. I really think it's because of his lips. I think it's because like the infant preset for the lips like doesn't have available for infants, it only has available for toddlers. But yeah, we definitely learned that we hope their kids have a lot of Sayori's looks, or just like somehow a good blend, because these kids are cute, but it took a while for us to get there. Were Henry and Mira's dad parents in an arranged marriage or love match? Were George and Isabel? That's a great question. I don't remember. Probably arranged. I mean, like, maybe both. Like, friends. Like, arranged but both. I don't remember. I just, like, matched them up so quickly. Like, that's how I got so many generations. I would just, like, play on short lifespan, and then I would just, like, the most fun for me was, like, matching them and having kids. So I would, like, speed run it. Which I feel like would be fun one day if we just did, like, a speed run. Maybe with, like, the starter save and speed run to, like, how many generations can we make in, like, however many hours. I feel like that'd be fun. Oh, that makes sense. I have 2 different folders for my royal and normal. Oh, yes. Okay, that makes sense. I'm great. I officially have a service. Oh, good! He's living with the breeder until he's a year old in July, but I get to see him on weekends for training. His name is Grizz, and he's a... Oh my god, I love that! Congrats! That's so exciting! German Shepherds are beautiful. I remember Henry and Alice were betrothed as babies. They were, yes. Yes, they were. Babies Tay and Z, they're adorable. They're very cute. It did take a bit to get there, though. we had to do a little bit of plastic surgery, I'm not gonna lie. History. Okay, so history. Oh my god, I can't type. Yeah, that word. Okay. So you are our very first king. Yeah, replace. We'll have to get you like a crown and such. And then I guess what we could have also done is like, is that what we did? Did we just age up the baby that they had? I don't remember. I think we tried to get him to look like the portraits, right? Ravenna. I was thinking of just doing the kings today, and then we can do couple ones later on, maybe. Okay, so you and you are the second. No, don't replace, no merge. Okay. They were the cute. They were very cute. I want to see Taesu and Zayori's kids. You want to see them? These are them. I hate that his name is Kyle. But, yeah, these are them for now. I think we just randomized the name and we were like, Rachel, oh god. Aren't they cute? These probably, like, won't be their actual kids, but we were testing our little stick monkey. Kyle and Rachel is crazy. It is. Hi, Vito. How are you? Yeah, I think they look adorable. I think we established that, like, sometimes they need the pacifier to look cute. And then we wanted to see what they would look like as infants. And, I think, is this them as toddlers or them as infant? Okay. But I don't think the, like, outfits had saved necessarily. And also, Zayori's heterochromia eye is not available for infants, which I thought was interesting. But their kids are very cute, yeah? Oh, wait. No, that's not them. Sorry. So at least we know they can make cute kids. It's possible even with Taesu's genes. But yeah, it definitely took a second to get there. Okay, so we have King Henry and King Henry the Oh. You know, why don't you have something, like, is this your kingly outfit? Is this what we're going with? I feel like I had a better option, but now I don't remember. I mean, that looks good enough, I think. We just need a crown. Why do I have that? Oh, was that for the Regency? I think that was for the Regency thing. Okay, so a crown. This is like kind of the newer-ish crown. I mean, I think he could probably wear the same crown, but in red, I guess. I don't know. What is this? Tudor era? D being an intense infant makes someone... Was she that intense as an infant? I feel like she wasn't. I think she was a little sassy, but I don't think she was that intense, but I do like the idea of, like, now that we know her when she's grown up, like, her being intense as an infant, I do think that's very cute. Okay, so... What am I King Henry the VIII portrait. Let me just see what his crown looks like. Even with Taesu's genes, this shit, listen. Something, his mom, in her prime when she's nice, is beautiful. Like, absolutely stunning. And she's got some very interesting... Oh, none of these are... They're like hats. They're not crowns. But she's got some very unique genes. And they don't... If concocted into a certain mixture, they don't look that great. if we're being totally real. Okay, he's wearing like a hat in these. And I don't have said hat, which is fine, because I guess it's not, like, supposed to be the same, but still. Do I have anything that could work, perchance? Wasn't Henry the First basically a subversion of Henry the Eighth? Like, time period-wise, yeah. But I think you guys dubbed him as King Henry the Eighth. and it's just his. I think it's just that his name is Henry, and that he happens to be in like the Tudor era. And like, the fake dating trope of the Playboy era would be everything just saying second half of season 3 on stream. I agree. That's kind of what I have in mind. I'm also thinking of like not having him be with his first love necessarily. We'll see. But yeah, that's essentially the idea that I have. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really gonna have to figure out the second part of Z's story, because I like imagine things and then in the end I'm like, you know what, I'll just figure it out and work with it. I don't think I can say too much until it actually happens. I did accidentally spoil it for Anna though on a voice message. So that's my bad. But like I kind of just hinted at it and that's all she knows. But there's going to be some things where I'm like, do I do this with a mod? Do this in gameplay? Is this literally just going to be like a whole machinima thing? I don't really know. Okay, I don't know what to do, y'all. I don't know what kind of crown this is. I could just do like a medieval more crown and just kind of do like a mix of things like this. But again, this is more medieval. Hi Yuzu, how are you? Can't believe once Enric becomes king, we'll be 3 Henrys away from Henry VIII. I don't know if we'll ever get to King Henry VIII. Like, even if we did, I wouldn't want him to have a bunch of wives and like, you know, do that. But I know that's definitely been anticipated in the series for a while. But we really need some other names, huh? Henry's just, why is it such a good name? It's a great name. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys what I'm looking at. Honestly, I might skip the first Henry's. Don't ask her that! I might skip the first Henry's portrait. Want to do the opposite with the Black Widow Queen. Yeah, that would be cool. Forget how handsome King Henry the First was. Yeah. Yeah, I might try to get more of it. Like, I'm sure there's something. Sims 4 Tudor King CC. There's definitely stuff I could use. I don't know about crown. Oh yeah, there's something I could use crown-wise. Okay, we're skipping King Henry the First for now. And then we'll just go to the second. Can't say what it was. I need Ray to trust me enough. I just said, to be fair, all I said was one word. I didn't give any details besides that. When we get there, we'll get there. All I'll say is that there's a mod we've used in the past for something sort of similar, but I don't know if it would work because with that mod, it was very quick, like, to solve it. And I guess this is also kind of a spoiler for Anna because now she knows what it is. But it would need to be like a very, it's like a journey after, like a long-standing thing. Does that make sense? Like, I can't have it like resolved so quickly, so I just wonder how I'm going to do that in The Sims. Yeah. You have suspicions, both of you do. Hi, Alice! Although, Alice, I haven't listened to BTS yet. I promise I will. I'm so sorry. Jake and I, because Jake likes BTS. So every time we're in the car and we go somewhere after stream, I'll be like, we have to listen to the BTS soundtrack. He goes, okay. And then we go. And then I was like, we didn't listen to BTS. And he was like, oh, crap. I was like, okay, we'll listen to it in the car on the way back. And then we forget again. Is it Wicked? No, it's not Wicked. It was just a word. It will be tea. It will, yes. Yes, it will. Alright, we're skipping this man for now. We're going to King Henry II. Oh, can I not fit you in there? My light is blocking my actual game, so I have to look on here. King Henry. By the way, I have updates on, you know the work situation I was talking about a while ago? Where, like, Riley, is it an extreme mod? It's an extreme mod, yeah. Okay, so with the work situation, just TLDR, basically I was like put on a progress improvement plan for definitely like misunderstandings. Like there was like some things where I was like having some issues with like organization, but I was just like, it was just, things just weren't like super clear for things. But there was like definitely misunderstanding, and I was so mad, and I couldn't sleep for a week when I got put on this progress improvement plan. One, also, it was like not even my manager who put me on it, it was my coworker technically who like put me on it, and then my actual manager like wasn't any help at all, and she was like brand new. But Riley, what I get to, yeah. So I talked to my old manager, and I was like, I was like framed it as like, I'm not complaining, I'm not trying to get off this pip, I don't want it to sound like I'm, you know, shit talking Riley basically, but there were definitely some things on like from that conversation that weren't true, and I have like screenshots to prove it. I was like, what do you recommend I do, because I don't want this to endanger any like future positions I want at the company, and I don't want leadership to think ill of me because they think that I wasn't like checking for notes or like wasn't basically doing my job, like very obvious things for my job. And he was like, I would talk to HR, and I was like, okay. So I talked to HR, and she was like, so you already have your final meeting with Riley and Molly next week, so I don't want to, like, get ahead of ourselves, but I, like, basically the, like, leadership, what leadership now thinks is because you turned things around so quickly, like, immediately after you got, like, put on the plan, so what leadership thinks is because you didn't have any like sort of formal feedback before that, is that it was just like a management issue, and that like you just weren't clear about your role or your position, and so they understand like it's a management issue, but like they've been hearing all the great things you've been doing, and so they don't think poorly of any of you. And I was like, oh, okay, that's great. And then so like then I think that was like pretty much resolved. Such luscious locks, yes, for real. But then I had the meeting with Riley and Molly, and they didn't mention any of that. So now I wonder, like, if my HR person just meant, like, that's what leadership knows and thinks, and Riley and Molly don't know that because they think that it was a Riley and Molly issue, because Riley and Molly didn't mention any of it. So I was like, I guess I should just let it go. Because I think I kind of mentioned it with Riley and Molly a little bit, and they didn't really say anything, and Riley was like, messaged me after, and she was sick, so she wasn't on camera or anything, and she was like, hey, sorry I was sick, but if you want to talk about any of that in like our future one-on-one, let me know. I was like, yeah, okay. But now I was like, maybe I should just drop it, because if that, because I thought it was weird that they didn't mention it, but now that I think about it, I was like, maybe that's just what leadership thinks of them, and they're not aware of that. This sounds so stressful, you though, miscommunication in work. It does, it sucks. I'm just like, especially, like, my dad has told me in the past, like, at his last job, there was something that was complete miscommunication, and he got yelled at, and he didn't say anything, and then he was put on a list for, like, people to get let go later, and I was like, I don't ever want to be in that situation. I'm gonna say something. I don't care. I'm like, maybe when I was younger, I would have been scared too, but I was like, I need to clarify things as much as possible now. Anyway, so it looks like things are good, I think. The Senna look at Soda Swinmi, don't trust her. Maybe Senna wants to get with Kaito out of spite and social standing. Maybe. You did the right thing. Thank you. That's what I'd assume. Yeah, that's my thought. So I'm like, okay, I think we're good there. Speaking of, yes, story posts, I really wanted to get the next episode out this coming weekend, but I didn't. I was so tired yesterday. I did not get a chance to film anything. I'm still gonna try. We'll see. I don't have the whole machinima film that I haven't started editing it. I think if anything, the episode might just be the ball and that's it. So it'll be really short, so I can just like edit things, and then like later I'll have like obviously more stuff. You should stay your ground. Yeah, Yes, I highly encourage people to stand their ground. I just know when I was younger, this would have given me so much, like, I would have been terrified to say anything, you know? Better to not let that problem like that fester. Yes, that's so true, yes. Yeah, no, I definitely recommend to people to stand their ground for work. It sucks, because, yeah, like you said, Alice, it's just, like, work, I feel like work miscommunications happen a lot. Alright, King, Regency King portrait. So yes, definitely best, like, if you don't care about your job, I guess that's one thing, but, if you do, I do think it's important. Did we not finish? Take your time with the episode, thank you. I'd like to at least get, like, a small video out of some sort before then. I don't know. Maybe like a crack ship kids that never happened or something. But I feel like you guys have already seen that so much in shorts. It's just, I get nervous when it's been so long to have a video out. Okay, I don't have as much fantasy. Okay, we're just going to take a picture of King Henry II first, and then we'll get to the other ones. But yes, he has very luscious hair. I once had one where this one person was mad at me and told everyone but me. Oh my gosh, then an email went around the office around the issue and I just, oh my god, what? I'm sorry, Alice, that's horrible. What the hell? That's so immature. They need to, like, say something. Also, why, like, they started putting it in email? That's wild. That's insane. People need to get their shit together. I'm sorry. That's ridiculous. About to send a bird to Henry I and ask for his hair. Oh, I think that's Henry II. But yeah, he has really luscious locks. I like that we went with that, and he looks like King James from Pocahontas. Okay, how do we want to do the portrait room? This one maybe? This might be a portrait room. I could be wrong. Okay. Free real estate on. Let's go here. He has very luscious hair. I'm glad. I don't remember if we already had this hair or if you guys sent me something during stream for it, but it's very luscious. Will Sulani be mermaids in your book series? No. No, they will not. We might have some sort of, like, you know, that's part of, I don't, okay, this is not what I thought it was. Let's save and go to manage worlds. Maybe we just go into the palace? I think we can do that. We might have some sort of, like, fables or something like that regarding mermaids. I thought King James had, like, Farquaad hair. Does he? We copied, like, King James from Pocahontas. James Pocahontas. You're right, he does! King James portrait. Is it King James II in Pocahontas? Hi, Arlen. Thank you for lurking. I think in some pictures he has longer hair, no? Who's King James II? King James II has luscious hair. Okay. Oh, his hair is modeled after King James II, who's wearing a wig in his pictures. But is that the king? Is that the King James from Pocahontas? It's King James. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. So it's not King James I from Pocahontas. He's modeled after. It's it's King James II. My bad. Is that who was king after King Henry VIII? Okay, free real estate on. No, wasn't that Edward, his son? I don't know, y'all. I don't know what we modeled after. James VI and the bird. Oh. Whoops. Okay, then he's modeled after King James II. Maybe I just looked at the wrong picture when we were doing it. I feel like we had this conversation last time. It's been a while. It's been a couple months. Hey, what if Queen Alice never died during her parents' funeral? That would be interesting. I also forgot she died during her their funeral. Yeah, that would be very interesting. I am thinking, I'm trying not to think too much ahead for the book series, but it's nice to just have an idea of things. Edward, Jane Grey, Mary the First, Elizabeth II, James First, and then he's the sixth. Oh, that's the sixth and the first. I see. Henry VIII was succeeded by 3 children. Edward. Okay, I thought it was Edward. Elizabeth was succeeded by James the First. Oh, why'd we pick this then? I forget. That was King Charles's. Oh, isn't Queen Elizabeth? Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I asked what king was king after, not what queen. If it was Edward, then Jane for 9 days, then Mary, then Elizabeth, then James through Henry's sister. Okay. Well, his hair is gonna be long and luscious, I guess. We're not following history exactly, it seems. Okay. How do we want to do this? Background wise, it is very like dark, you know? We could do, regarding the book. So yeah, try not to think like too far ahead for things, but because Zyori's book has so much Araminta in it, like, some of the book is from her point of view. From Taesu's point of view, Zyori's point of view, and then, ooh, a giant skull. And then Araminta's point of view. I don't know if I'll do that with Alice May's book. It's just that, like, the plot now that I'm thinking for it, that's some people have helped suggested, is so political, which I love. But maybe that. I wonder if, well, but Zyori's book's very political too. But I guess it's because with Zyori's book and the politics, so much of it is because of Anya. And so therefore Araminta's like life plays a bigger role. He's a diva, yeah. I think we chose James because we wanted each king to represent a real history era. King first would have been Tudor, King Henry II Stuart, Calendar Regency, and so on. Yes, that's why. Okay, yes, that makes sense. I was like, why? It's been so long. Why did we do this? Okay. So then poses wise, he could have a scepter. And a sash. Alright, we are. I just don't want them all to pose with the scepter, you know? Alright. Hello, sir. Real quick. We're gonna modify you and Cass. But yeah, because I know that May's part of things, like, and Amir's fear played a big role in, Alice May's story. Not like, I don't know if it was like a huge role, but it was there. And I just don't know if that would be the case in the books. I don't know. We'll see. It's gonna be so long away. So we can see. I think having different structure might be fun, change of pace. Yeah, also you wouldn't want to have to worry about it. That's true, yeah. That's very true. Because otherwise, yes, it would be like the same format, pretty much. But that way it would kind of like free Alice May of... I do think Amira will still be anxious because of what happened to her sister. I just don't think it'll... like, Ava knowing about things and all that, I just don't think that would be as big of a thing. It's so funny to think that these kings would absolutely detest the fact that Aim is queen and Caspian is... I know, right? They're probably horrible people, let's be real. I mean, we know Henry the First was. Sulani book lore, our ancestors discovered mermaids and instinct occult and how they found the land. Like as a fable, and they happen to be like manatees. Yeah. Alright, maybe not that. What about this one? No. Can we have it not clip somehow? Why doesn't that work? Do I no. Maybe I'll just edit it. I thought if you like, it's clipping because of the body mass, but I guess maybe it's because of the outfit, perchance. That could be it. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Wait. Okay, and the scepter and all that, and then I'm gonna do a version with no shirt, so it doesn't clip, because I think it's clipping on the clothes. Hi, Alex? Is that right? Am I remembering that correctly? Not the manager. I feel like they manatees. Think pirates, folk stories, sirens, and mermaids. I don't think Polynesian culture really has, like, pirates, but no, that makes... Hold on. We're gonna learn something new today. Is mermaids part of Pacific Islander and Polynesian culture? My brain wants to edit a photo of Cleo's face onto him. Oh my god, please! I've never showed you guys that. Wait, never mind, it's probably not safe for work. I'll put it in my Discord, not safe for work. You think many cultures have versions of mermaids? That makes sense. Interesting. Yes, mermaid-like beings are part of Pacific Islander and Polynesian culture, although they differ from Western depictions. Instead of purely romantic or dangerous sirens, Polynesian aquatic beings are often revered as gods, protectors, or shapeshifters. Okay, great! Moana Nualahua is a shark goddess and ocean ruler who could transform into mermaid or shark, ruling channels between Oahu and Kauai. They're not necessarily called mermaids, okay. Anna, okay, aka or Anna. Okay, I'm so sorry. Hi, thank you so much for lurking. I think I don't know if I'm getting your username confused with like a while ago, but your username looks similar to someone who used to be on streams a lot like many years ago. So I wasn't sure, but hi, welcome. How do you join the NASA? Just message me or one of the mods, and we just need to like make sure like ID, but like you can blur out please blur out any personal information, and then we can add you. Shark goddess queen, yeah, that could work. Okay, yeah, I guess they have mermaids in their myths. Is that the right word? Am I thinking the right word? Okay, so now we need... Oh, you know what also we're gonna have to do in May, like early May before my wedding, is take the pride photo. We have so many people to add. Hi Bex, how are you? Welcome, I'm glad to see you return. I'm doing good, how about yourself? Not safe for works, there is, yeah. I think it's been a few years since I was here. Okay, I am remembering correctly. No, I'm glad to see you back. Oh, there's like multiple new people, or not new people, but like people who, returning people, that's the word. Okay, I need the scepter, which I cannot find at the moment. There's definitely some things I don't need on here anymore. There's like daggers and boxes, and okay, this is the scepter, I think. This could work. I could be wrong. No, I think this is right. Alright. Doing that. And then I'm just gonna have to do that for now. I'm good, a bit stressed because uni, but I recently went on my first ever solo trip. Oh, that's so fun! Where'd you go? That sounds so nice. Chinching lore, never joined the alliance because of commoner marriages. It seems Chinching only does know. Oh, do not worry. I have a whole... This is like a huge thing in the book. It's like the Chinching lore. I guess I could tell you guys. I might have a stream, so I might repeat this information later. I might have a stream where I tell you guys a few basic things about the book and answer any questions that I can answer. Especially because I'm like, maybe I should run the kingdom names by you guys, like the new ones, just so you guys are really good at pointing out, like, oh, that's like from this, or like that means something in this and probably not a good idea. So I was like, maybe I should run it by a lot of people. Just in Newcastle, I live in Scotland, so not. Oh, that's so fun! I hope you had a great time. Hi, Lizzie, how are you? Okay, but the lore of the book. So did I already tell you guys there's an added kingdom? It's like, Guangxi, Qinxing, and then a third kingdom. And the third kingdom is where Han's mom is from. So, it was like they were like all kind of at odds with each other for a while until they did like the alliances where they tried to like marry into, you know, like, for a while it was just like purely like you would just marry someone from your country. And then Han's mom was like the first one to marry into like obviously the emperor from Qinxing. But it like, because she died when she gave birth, it like caused a lot of issues. So now they're like essentially like using them, and they can like use them to their advantage because Han's dad isn't really doing anything about it. So it's like a whole thing. Yes, remaking Kingdoms Eyesore. Yes. What title did Azumi's parents have when she got betrothed to Akio? I don't think we ever established that, but Rebecca gave me the idea of maybe her being part of Ying's family, like Ying, who was there when Kanda hooked up with Kaleo. That maybe Azumi is like her aunt or something like that. But I don't think I ever established like what noble title they had. So I will try to figure that out soon. I'm doing good at Fun on Rabbit Hole Adult Zoo. Oh my god, he's so high! Have you guys seen the thirst trap edits of Adult Zuko? Please! Hold on. If anyone has not seen, I need to tell you guys right now. 1 second. I'm showing pictures. Hi, Tira! Oh, you do need to see. You do need to see. Hold on. I'm showing them Adult Zuko. Oh my gosh. Can I just, maybe I should just show a whole edit? Okay, yes, this is what we're doing. Let me just make sure no important information. Block cookies now. Okay. Okay, can you go away, please? I don't need this. Okay. All right. Can I pause? How do I pause? I can pause. No! Okay. Ready? Are you guys ready for this? I've never... Let's just watch. Can you... I don't know if you guys could hear it. Maybe I should... Actually, I probably shouldn't play it for copyright issues. Hold on. I'm gonna move you guys over here so I can see reactions in real time. That image specifically is everywhere. The image of him... Oh, whoops. Come on. Saving Toph. Yes! I saw it from there! It's so good. Why is it so good? Why? What is... The whole... Even, like, Sokka and Aang. Aang's attractive, too. I'm like, what did... This whole movie's... I've seen so many thirst traps. I've seen so many videos of this movie that got leaked. So many freaking videos. And I have no idea what the plot is. I have absolutely no idea. But he looks so good. Aang looks so good. Toph looks so good. Sokka looks so good. Katara looks gorgeous. It is insane. My mind is blown. Okay, I'm really glad I got to show that to y'all. Thank you for bringing that up. I will literally never recover. I will not skip an edit of Zuko. On my entire For You page is just of him. At work, we do this thing where we're supposed to share what we're seeing on our For You page, and I shared that, but I framed it, I was like, this keeps coming up on my For You page. Like, in my head, like, well, yeah, because I keep liking them. And then my coworker was like, aren't they animated? And all of us just go, yes. I'm sorry, what's your point? Zuko looks like his dad. Way more attractive version, though. Literally everyone but Aang has the most luscious hair I've ever seen. Aang is still, they did something to him, man. Yeah, yes, and preferably from Zuko. Oh, wait, I need water now. Preferably from Zuko, yeah. You watch the movie and love it. I will watch it again when the official comes out. I cannot wait for it. Hi, Rebecca, how are you? We're talking about adult Zuko. I felt bad for downloading the movie for a moment until it came on screen, and I no longer feel bad. I need a man like Zuko in real life. The original show, I was like, yeah, I guess I understand the hype, and seeing in the movie, I thought, oh my god, right? I do be fair, I was like, I didn't see, Avatar Last Airbender as a child. I was like, in college, I think, when I first saw it, and I was like, yeah, I get why he's a lot of people's crushes, and now I'm like seeing this, and I'm like, dear Lord. What the hell? What? The animators knew what they were doing. They absolutely knew it. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm sorry. I saw Lottie. The puppies are good. Thank you. I think you mentioned the Third Kingdom when people started calling him Korra, huh? Forgot about that. Okay, yeah. You weren't into Avatar until now? This is definitely doing something. His dad was hot too. We needed to admit the Fire Nation royal family face card with— oh, absolutely. Absolutely beautiful. Doing much better now that I saw Zuko. Felt Zuko kind of funny. I was literally just watching the Avatar with my brother. Really? Were you watching the older one? Henry, I would hide the fact that Ravenna was a commoner 100%. I don't have— well, to be fair, like, he was also technically a commoner. Like, they're the first royals. Like, they don't come from anything, you know? I have like 20 Zuko and Jinxing edits saved on my Instagram. That is so real of you. I so get it. Ugh, I never watched Avatar growing up. Now I feel like I've missed out. I would watch the whole thing. I highly recommend watching the whole thing. If you have not already as an adult. It's very good. And you know what? Okay, well, I guess I can't say too much of this either, but like, this is kind of how I ended up spoiling some things for Anna, because I was looking for a book. Very political. This is very general, okay? You guys don't know, you don't technically know what's about or what's happening or anything like that, kind of. But just for like royalty aspect of things, I needed specifically like ones where there's like a coup. Oh no, I was telling Kira this. And like, I'm looking for books like that, but like preferably books that are really good and interesting, not just like the really long ones that like, okay, maybe are detailed about that, but I need it to have something so I can read it. And Kira was like, oh yeah, like in Last Airbender, and I was like, oh my god, you're right. The way like the Dai Li is infiltrated and like the coup of that, like that's whole thing is really good. I will say more later when you guys know more of the story. Remind me, but like Last Airbender is actually a very good basis to have. They understand their audience for sure. Oh, the animators is absolutely new. We're watching the original series. Oh, so good. I want to rewatch it again. I've seen it so many times, but I want to rewatch it again. Need adult Zuko fanfic. I'm sure I saw all these comments. They were like, Dusts open my AO3 account, like all this stuff. If I married Zuko, I would start the 100 baby challenge with him. Why did I saw comments like that and edits. The edits are like the most unrealistic thing about this show is that Zuko only had one child. Azumi is from Chinching or Tomorong in the book. Also, Tomorong is part of Chinching in the Sim series. If Zuko looks like this, tell me when we get. I don't know if we do. I haven't seen anything about her. Well, who said that they watched it? Kat is Azula in the adult series. Anyone here who hasn't seen Avatar Last Airbender needs to see it. I agree. Zuko has the ultimate redemption arc. It's so good. It is so good. I still have never seen a better one written in my life. I agree. I never have. I highly recommend it. It's one of those series that resonates whether you're a child or adult. It is so good. Yeah, the series and the books. No. There's no Tomorong, and there's technically no Chinching. It's... okay. I don't know why I want to gatekeep the name of the... I'll just tell you guys, I might as well. So... Qinxing is gonna be Beirong. And the new kingdom is called Kazane. And Guangxi is Guangsha. So, no spoilers of the movie. No. Well, appears in the comics, don't know about the movie though. I just haven't seen her. Okay. I just want to know if she's in it. That's it. I haven't seen her in any clips, yeah. There are more movies coming and show. Oh. Slay they eat. Thank you, love and thank you. And then maybe when I do the stream of like chatting about the book, I don't know when, maybe when I get back, I'll tell you guys all the other kingdom names. Zula isn't okay, thank you. I was just curious. But yeah, so there's no Tomarong. They do have very specific like thing. They're not as mixed cultures. Like that's the whole one of the main things about it in the book is that I guess if you can say that like they're kind of racist. But it's like because there's so many issues with the other kingdoms. Like there's not really any. Is there any reason? I guess there is some racism between Beirong and Guangsha. But it's not as much as it is with Kazane and the rest of them. That's like a whole thing. It's like because Iori is so mixed, like, and her name, it's made up. But like originally it's like not a Guangsha name. They are like very, that's like just another reason on top of all the other reasons you guys know from the Sims series. That's another reason why people are very like about her. Oh, I'm sorry, Blips. Looking forward to seeing the new kingdom. I can't wait to tell you guys. Azumi in this series seems like a Rin type. Yeah, maybe. I've been watching the clips between Aang and Katara. Oh, you're gonna create an official map for the book? Yes, definitely. I heard Zuko is gonna be voiced by Steven Yeun. He is Glenn for The Walking Dead and Mark from Invincible. I know. That was what I pitched. I was like, Steven Yeun is the new Zuko. We have to post a clip, a behind the scenes clip of Steven Yeun and as Mark. So we just reposted apparently the same clip we've been posting the past 2 months. I think we've already reposted it twice. I was like, oh, my bad. But yeah, no, I was so on top of that trend. I was ready. He's so good. Yeah, they said they changed his VA to match the maturity of the character, which is interesting because the voice actor is like 50. 40, 50. He's the same age as Pedro Pascal, I think. Sorry, do you have a mod that makes your time go more slow? Yes, MC Command Center. Edited with MCC. Is that what you mean? MC Command Center, there's an option in the gameplay to make the time slow down. I use it all the time. I think I saw a while ago some very good videos on how to name places properly. Ooh, that would be great. Thank you, Anna. Pedro Pascal is also very hot, yes. Yeah, I think they're the same age, which is kind of hard. It's crazy. But Dante Basco has just such a young voice. I guess. But I'm not gonna lie, I do kind of wish they kept him. And maybe he could have found, like, he's a voice actor. Maybe he could have found a way to, like, make his voice sound a little bit more mature. But that's too late now, I guess. Okay. Portrait photo. Let's see if we can find something. Russian coronation poses. I didn't even know I had those. Maybe is that what I'm looking for? It is what I'm looking for. Look at that sass. Hold on. I think it's especially interesting since they let Zuko's adult grandson use teen Zuko's voice without any question of it. I agree. I thought that was odd. If I could choose only one original voice actor to keep, it would be I think so too. But I also love Steven Yeun, so I'm sure that's so fair. I'm just gonna look at him. I think I'm okay. Maybe it might bother me when I actually watch the movie, but I'm gonna look at him. Dante Basco's great for Zuko from what I've seen. He doesn't have much range. Oh, he always uses the same voice. I see. Okay, okay. I see. Yeah, you're right. There could have been other factors. I'm sure they're gonna bring back the old cast of voice side characters, though. They brought back Mario's voice actor to voice his dad. Oh, yeah? His sass is foul. Look at his hair. I'd have that sass, too. Azula's voice actor, for example, is amazing. That's true. I am glad if they're sticking to, like, the correct, I don't know if they're sticking to it for all of them, but like the correct race for all of them, because Azula's voice actor, while she's fantastic, is white. So I think now they're a little bit more aware, I presume. Okay, we need to, I'm not gonna use my typical reshade for this. Maybe I don't need the curtains. We're going to use pink sugar, which is such a funny thing for this. And then depth of field. Yeah. Oops. Full body or just half body? I think we tend to lean more towards half body, yeah? That's true. Maybe it would have been distracting if only Zuko. Maybe. That's true. I was so gagged when I found out she voiced Emily Elizabeth from... Wait, what? I didn't know that. I know she voices Vicky in Fairly Odd Parents. If the voice was the same and the rest were new. That's a good point. Yes. The talent of the voice actors, yeah. That mustache, I see where Johan got his yeah. I do have a line in the book where Sayori, like, mentions Johan's mustache and how she can, like, barely keep a straight face when she sees it. Open the movie leasing characters like Iroh, Cabbage Guy, and Suki. Yeah. Oh my god, guys, the harpist for our wedding says that she knows Leaves from the Vine from Last Airbender is gonna play it. I'm so excited. So real for you. You mean Zaga, that's a new voice actor. He just sounds very familiar to the old. Oh, I see. Yes, Grey Delisle is everywhere. Wait, who's that? Sorry. I like how the mustache is that one of the voice actors? I like how the mustache is Johan's signature look now. Me too. Love that, yeah. From the first part, it was the end of the... Okay, yes, yeah. That's what I thought. She finds the mustache off-putting for sure, yeah. Johan is going to be meme material for references, yeah. Even in the books. I do need to go back and change some of the dialogue, because I know we chatted about Naya being the one to be a bit, a bit of a bitch, if we're being honest. Just like, what? Yeah. I don't know what word I'm looking for. It's just a bit confrontational, we'll say. I guess, yeah, bitch probably wasn't the right word, but a bit confrontational. I think I'm gonna move this to, if we just see a version, like, without it. Maybe I can blur it a bit more, actually. Especially, I'm sure this is, like, an actual painting. And I don't want it to be, like, too recognizable. Alright, dresser, change outfit. Let's try this again. Okay, who else do we have already? Modifying guess. I wonder what the average Tartosan thinks of Johan? That's a great question. What do you guys think they would think of him? When Johan is eventually gone in the game, you should put photos of him everywhere so he can continue to be a meme. We've chatted about, like, who would take over. I proposed, because, like, of how dad jokey he is. Just, like, our headcanon, does it count as a headcanon if I say it's a headcanon? I think he's, like, a huge... he's my dad, essentially, I guess, now that I've come to realize that within the past few weeks. And he's just a meme. But I was like, who gives off this goofy dad energy? I think it's Taesu. But you guys think Taesu's too hot to be the future Johan. So, I don't know if we've come up with a solution here. Johan has gone through a lot of character development throughout the years, LOL, from tragic betrothed to goofy dad. Exactly! And Taesu is coming from tragedy too. So he has gone through a lot of character development as well. And then he could be hard to... You just do Z to do the camera zoom. Fire Sarai, hi, welcome! I imagine at least one Tartosan youth doing Johan thirst traps for some odd reason. That's hilarious. I find it jarring when I remember Johan and Erica. I forget that all the time. Random question. But will Solani change monarchs in the book, like in the series? So far in the book, Leilana is still the monarch, and she probably will be towards at the end of the book. I might mention it changes. I might. But so far I am at the point where I am in the Sims series. And yeah, I've kind of like put the book writing on pause. One, because my wedding's coming up soon, and oh my god, the stress. And also trying to keep up videos and story posts. But also because I'm realizing there are some new things I'm thinking of doing in the Sims series that I hadn't planned, and I was like, maybe I should just let this play out before I try to write it in the book, because then I'm going to end up changing a bunch of things, because I'm definitely going to have to do that right now. And now I'm at the point, and I'll say this in the next episode too, I am very flexible with how the aftermath of the ball goes. I'm very willing to like play through. I'll probably ask your guys' like some opinions in the comments, like, because you know the Sims just do stuff, so I'm like anticipating some stuff to happen that might like cause things. Sometimes they do things that we don't expect at all, and I'm like, should I keep this? So I feel like that's probably gonna happen in the next episode. So I'm like waiting. I don't know why I forgot why I started talking about this, but I think that's what I'm gonna do. It's pretty fun to think about. It makes so much sense when you realize Aisha and Molly Grace are second cousins. That's true. You know what? We can have a hot Johan. Yeah, it's hilarious because the current king of Spain is known for being a that's true. I think I've seen a thirst trap of the current king of... That's so funny. I have yet to see this, but my phone is listening to me, so I feel like I'm gonna get one on my For You page. Imagine Frederick and Molly Grace coming across a thirst trap of their goofy mustache. That would be hilarious. Oh my gosh. They get their serving face from their grandma. So true. That is so funny. Oh no, Anna, you're gonna see a thirst trap of your king now. You're down for Daisy being the next Johan? Okay. Johan could never. We have a meme in Spain that he missed his basketball career calling because he's super tall. That makes sense. A thirst trap that zooms in on the mustache. Johan being the Pedro Pascal of Tartessa. I just saw a video where it was like her and her husband, I guess, or boyfriend, and it was like it's just me and you and your friend Steve, and it zooms in like on his elbow at first. I'm like, what's wrong with his elbow? And then the next one zooms in on his throat, and I'm like, why is it zooming in on his throat? What the hell? And she was talking about his shirt. He's wearing the same shirt the entire time. So I'm like, if they do it's just me and you and me and your friend Steve, and it just zooms in on his mustache. But I think that would be hilarious. Yeah, I can see, Johan to me, I don't find attractive. Should we just try to make like a Johan like very hot one day? But can he do, I think it's because he has a baby face. Do we think people would write reader fanfic? Oh no! Don't. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm so weird to think about. Oh, this is my Regency King. Oh. Okay, I found him. Yeah, that's crazy. Frederick has a baby face. Can he be hot? Can he? I don't know. Well, now... Tae-soo is the new... If you want a hot Johan in the future, after Johan's gone, then you have Tae-soo, right? Is that... You know you've made it so people can make your name fanfic with your characters. Yeah. I don't think that's happened yet, though. You know, not to I think we've talked about this before, so I think it's okay to say it. Anya's written a lot of fanfics about the characters, like a lot. And I don't think she's posted any of them, though. So maybe I can convince her to post them. I will say some of them are... Yeah. I don't think they're self-insert. They're not self-insert ones, though. I've never seen a self-insert one. I can see Caspian being the Louis to Tae-soo's Yo. Oh my god, that'd be so fun! I love that. Okay, what if Johan in the universe is known as an average guy with a ridiculously handsome brother? He got that mustache to forge his own identity. You know what? I would totally believe that. Okay. Guys, if you want to see a really good fanfic, Melissa wrote one. And it's based off her dream. And it's on AO3. And she told me what happened, like it's not done, and she doesn't finish the whole thing, and she says that in it, but she told me what happened for the rest of the dream, and it is insane! It's insane! I don't know if I should say, like, I want to tell you guys and, like, read it, but, like, I don't know if I should, because you guys haven't, if you haven't read the fanfic, it's wild! It is so crazy! I read it too, and I want a second part. It was great! I was wondering what on earth happened to Kellen, but then I realized this isn't good. Oh, no. That does remind me. Go, game portrait. I was looking. Plenty of people have read it already. I was so, oh my god, y'all need to read it! It was so good! And, like, so wild. It's insane. It's, like, actually insane. Hi, Laura! But please tell us your date story! I'm so glad you're here. Oh, this. Okay, so he's not wearing a crown in these, but man, is he dressed up well. Okay, I'm gonna have to dress up this guy more. It was so fun seeing all the different time periods. I've been putting a gallery in my Windenburg palace this week with historic clothing on me. Ooh! I love that. Just look up Mira Ray on AO3. Just look up the Mira Ray fan. There's not a whole lot of fanfics on there, so you'll find it. I finished it so quick. Oh, I finished it immediately. Melissa told me about it. What's the story? Okay, so the premise is there's a law that they find out. This is when Alice May's still in college, or like she becomes queen, like just newly becomes queen. And she's dating Caspian still, and he's still at uni. There's a law that they find, like, that the King George made, where if Amira becomes queen, her daughter has to marry someone who's royalty, which the only available option was Kaleo. So, like, Kaleo had gone to therapy at that point, but, like, everything that has happened in the series prior to that happened. So, Alice May has to marry Kaleo. That's the whole premise. It doesn't get into much after, but, like, it's the whole leading up to it. You found it. What? Thank you, Rebecca. Okay, there it is. Oh my god, what? All I saw was Judo. So I'm on a date, and me and the gentleman are discussing our previous Halloween costumes. He pulled out a photo of him last year, and guess what? He dressed up as Demon Judo for... Oh my god, did he look good? That's amazing. I vote for him already, Laura. He has 1 gold star for me. But yeah, no, The premise is wild. I know that's like crazy, but I didn't want to. Oh my god, Melissa, I'm so glad you did. It's insane. Yeah, part two gets even crazier. I couldn't fathom everything that had happened. I thought it was a fun question to ask with the royal families to have actual surnames instead of their kingdom names in the book. Yes. They're currently in the An dynasty, A-N, which actually I got from Araminta's name. So far, Araminta's name is Minta. And then their surname is An, and since the surname comes first in their culture, her name is Minta. So, like, it's very similar. But yeah, they're currently the House of An. I haven't come up with the surnames for the other kingdoms yet, but that's for that. And then Tesu's last name is still Lee. It was so interesting. I was thinking about that because I was like, right, because sometimes guy friend groups, they'll like just say their last name essentially. But I was like, I feel like Tesu wouldn't like being called by his last name because he's so like disgusted by like his parents and their legacy. So I was like, that's something to think about and keep in mind. He looks so good as anyone doing homemade demon Genu make. Okay. We'll see. He is a short king. I see. I might actually write part 2 now because of how invested. Melissa, please! It's so good! I remember that stupid mistake I made when reading I thought she was a combo. Oh no, you're good, Anna. I didn't even tell you that before. And you know what? If I was reading that without any context, I would have thought the same thing. So no worries at all. Especially because like, and I got this from the Poppy Wars. Sometimes they would call her Su Daji, like the Empress. But then sometimes they would just call her Daji. So I was like, okay, yeah, they'd probably like in more formal setting call her like Empress Minta. So no, that's so fair. Some royals don't have surnames. The royals of Denmark don't, though they do have a house. Oh, interesting. Anzaiori, my warrior girl, exactly, yes. Yeah, I did not know that. What would show up on their... Do they have IDs? Would they have IDs? Okay, need a... Is this... Oh, Oh, that's interesting. None of the other ones show up. His lashes! Would I want to do this, though? This was what Alice May wore, but it adds it and makes it so much more stately. If I can get rid of the eyelash showing, what do we think? Robe or no robe? Oh, where are your lashes? Oh, are they in makeup? Wait. What? Oh no, they're in accessories. Oh, maybe that's why. So if I do this... Oh, good. Wait, no, that didn't show up. Ah. Okay, there we go. Do we think we should do the robe for his portrait? Gargle, hi, I'm good, how are you? Such juicy story. Did you already read it, Sarah? Isn't it good? Robe. Okay, it's cool to see the fact that they have traditional robes that have been passed. Okay, yay. Perfect. Just their first name and their middle names, I guess. Good question whether they even have IDs. I guess they would in order to be in a healthcare system properly. Maybe. Do the Denmark royals have IDs? They do, but they're not required to carry it. The Danish royals have 4 children. This is from people.com. Prince... Okay, well, that doesn't help, actually. Get to... Okay, no, that doesn't help. And are their last names on it? Danish royals do have official personal identification numbers, but they generally do not use a surname or last name on identification documents. They are known by their first names and titles, or officially as the House of, I'm gonna mispronounce this, Luxembourg. So that's interesting. You know what? Maybe I'll have a kingdom not have a last name in the book. That could make things a little bit different. For Windenburg, it could be the name of the Henford Palace if you name it like the English royal's surname is Windsor, like Windsor Castle. Yeah. It is interesting that, like, it is, like, I have wind in the title of the kingdom. So, yeah. Yeah. Okay, maybe no crown for this guy in this one. This guy, Kellen. But yeah, I'd love a way to figure out how to make things a little bit different. I'm thinking Kazune is only male. My only concern is that they're naming-wise, they are very much based off of China, Japan, and Korea. But I don't want it to, like, in the book, it'll say, and this is kind of how it is in the Poppy Wars too, is like, these are made-up places, they're not meant to represent any sort of place. And, like, I don't, like, follow, I mean, like, there's some inspiration from it, but, like, I'm not like, okay, this is what happens in Japan with their politics, well, that's what's gonna happen in, like, Kazune for their politics. Like, I'm not thinking like that at all. But Japan does only have male emperors, so I am a little bit concerned about that. I could have it so it's, this might also be the case in Korea, but, I could have it just be Beirut. Anyway, my point is, I want to have, like, different systems and policies and all, like, different traditions and all that stuff in the different kingdoms. Kellen looks like he's about to behead a wife. Oh, no! For oh, yes, okay. Well, English changed it because of them not wanting to associate themselves with German anymore due to, you know, reason. I see. If they have wind in the title, is the kingdom known to have a lot of winds and typhoons? That would be cool. Guangsha is gonna be known for having, like, a lot of, like, waterfalls, but therefore a lot of flooding, which is why they're struggling so much economically. But, like, just, like, I think I put this in my Instagram story once, but just, like, it's literally, like, the land of waterfalls. That's what it's called. Do we have a queen that is similar to Anne Boleyn, who is just messy and steals other women's men? Never mind, I remember. There's Ravenna, yeah. British, yeah. Hi, Cookie Princess, how are you? Yeah, so that'll be... that could be the thing where it's just very windy there, and that's why they have it. That's a nice bit of world building. Yeah, I want to, like, incorporate more of that, so we'll see. It'd be cool to have a kingdom that was only female rulers. I just don't know who that would be, I guess. I mean, maybe that could be. That could be. Huh. That could be Kazune. I'll have to think about that. Okay, portrait. Man ain't shit, yeah. Alright, we gotta change the background here. So, let's see. Laura, have you seen Adult Zuko? Because I highly recommend taking a peek. We were looking at their straps. Kazune only having female rulers certainly would be a twist on how Japan has only men, with a few exceptions. Yeah. Maybe I could make that work. Huh. Japan, they did have a few female rulers, but it's been a while since they made it male only. They did talk about changing it when the current heir was born because only direct heirs were female. Yeah. I saw this article where she was, like, taking the subway or, like, public transportation or something. Did they not have to wear shirts in the store era? No, I only did it because it was clipping. His shirt was clipping. I swear this wasn't his outfit. How about we take another video? Oh, yeah. Yeah, just for science, right? Let me see. Like, I could go into my likes. I missed what you said. What were you asking? If you'd seen Adult Zuko? Adult Zuko. Edit. I have an AU idea on my right. During the Cord angst era, Cord and Louis have fallen out badly, and Cord is even thinking of running away, so she reverts to her magical past. Ooh. And casts a spell, which goes wrong and sends her back to the day May died. Whoa! So she tries to save May's life, but it causes the timeline to backfire. Cord isn't born when she goes back to her timeline, so she needs to go back to find out where... Oh my god, that's so interesting! I love that! Adult, oh yes, have you seen Adult Zuko? Yes, I see that as Sulani TBH. My interpretation, I was thinking Sulani too. My interpretation of Polynesian culture is that the women are really portrayed as strong and independent, but I'm not too brushed up on it to say for definite. I was definitely thinking that too. That would, I mean, I guess to be fair, there could be 2 kingdoms that just have it. Correct. No, you're good. I figured. I know, I forget too, Flixie. I totally forget. I'm a bad person to watch the whole leaked movie. I'm locked in. Was it good? No spoilers, but was it good? Was she get into her own past? Yeah. Or Isekai into her own past, sorry. I would read it, alternate timeline, who would Louis have married? He died in our alternate timeline. If I write, yes, please do. Yeah, I think that would be so interesting. I want to find more isekai animes, because the one we found ended up being really weird and gross and creepy. Because it's like a 40-year-old man who dies and then he ends up being a boy again, and I think you can put 2 and 2 together. But yeah, okay, what do we're looking for adult Zuko edits. Oh, is this just a scene? Oh no, I want an edit. I want an edit. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me find one. Let me find one. Okay, we watched that one. There we go. The one of him at night. Okay, well, this look too. Alright, that's my favorite look. Hold on. Wait, come back here. This one. That one. And that one. No! No! Get back! This one! This look is so good! And then... I have seen that scene, I'm not gonna lie. That one! This look is so good! Daddy's home, heavy breathing, yep. I heard a plot-wise it was mid, but I haven't watched it yet. Is that true? Yeah, I think the animations were awesome, and the story was just pretty good. Like, nothing too crazy, but yeah, Adult Zuko had me on AO3 reading Zutara again. I need to start again. Never mind, I know what you're talking about. I stopped watching because of the objectification of women. Ah, yes. Yeah. I think it was popular. I heard it's worse in the books. I liked Eris as a character. I actually also really like the name Eris. That was definitely a name Jake and I were thinking of, like a future kid, even though it means like darkness or something like that. It means something like dark. But I really like that name. But yeah, you can tell the animators were really thirsty for it. Oh, absolutely. My problem with my Avatar movie series remake they've done so far is that they've never been able to capture the magic of the original. It was so good and well written and enjoyable in adulthood and childhood. I just wish they would let it be Adult Zuko though. Yeah, I'm just glad we got to see them, and I think the whole movie is just one giant thirst trap, and you know what? I'm cool with that. But no, that's so fair. To quote our good friend Nat, bark bark. Not an anime, but I begin, how dare you, the Chinese drama. Ooh, is it good? I have been looking for something as good as Perfect Match. I have yet to find something. It was a comedy though, to be fair, but it was also like very serious. I'm on my hands and knees now. Give me strength, I know. I watched 7th Time Loop. The villainess enjoys the carefree life, married to her worst enemy, and is pretty good. I haven't heard of that one. I'll have to put that one on our list. Eris is the goddess of strife. Yes, that's it. It's crazy that Taesu has to dress as adult. That's wild. Can we see what he looks like with long hair? We'll do it. I'll let me take one more picture and then we'll do it. Oh right, I'm taking portraits. I have to find the background for this. Ooh, very gold. Okay, we can do that. Eris is the Greek goddess of discourse, I believe. Like, that's likely where the darkness okay, yes. Because she's in Sinbad in the Seven Seas is literally the goddess of chaos, I think. Alright, we are stealing this. Probably. It's the goldest fireplace. Oh, I do have this one. Grand. Ooh. Okay. No! Do that and then maybe a mirror. Zuko really be dominating chat spot. Oh, for sure. Thank you, Lizzie, for bringing him up. I totally forgot about him. I'm like, what has been on my mind this week? That. That has 100% been on my mind this week. Ooh, also, another thing I've been doing with... Okay, so... And you know what? I recognize I might just be being very picky about this, but pictures of my wedding is so important to me. And we booked a while ago, like 2 years ago at this point, a photographer and videographer, which was a big mistake. I don't recommend doing that. Like photographer, videographer, and it was a package. And it was really cheap, like as far as it goes in LA. So I was like, great, this is great. We'll do this. Fantastic. I've come to realize their videos are beautiful. Photographs is not consistent, and it is like a big company, so you don't get like, you don't know who your specific photographer is. And it was making me really nervous, and I kept saying like, can we please, like whoever did these photos specifically, like can we get them as the photographer? And they've said twice this exact same message. They've said like, all of our photographers are like super talented and like trained like to our standard. And I just want to so bad be like, no, they're fucking not. Like, these pictures are not consistent at all. Some of the pictures are blurry. Like, the focus of the bride and groom are blurry. There's so much space above their heads. I was, like, freaking out a little bit. But someone gave me advice, and they were like, why don't you see if you can hire a photographer you really like just for a couple hours to do your portraits? And I was like, oh my God, that's a great idea. And I really wish I had booked this photographer before, but I just have to show you his pictures because, oh my God. And we're definitely gonna book him for the portraits. I'm gonna see if we can get out of our photography for our contract. It might cost us a little bit more, but, and like just book this guy for our photos instead and have the other company for our videography. But look how gorgeous. It's so beautiful. Like, I think he's like famous for his veil shots. That one's not taking a while to load, but like for the veil shots, look at this. I'm not going in the water, but like, isn't it stunning? I do, so this is very dramatic. I do like the more light and airy sort of looks, but like, I don't mind. Honestly, I don't mind. I'm just like so impressed with the photos, and he's not as expensive as some other wedding photographers are around here. Like, look at this. This is so pretty. No, go in the water for the... I don't think we have water near us at our venue. I'm so excited. I really want him to just do our whole wedding. Like, look at the freaking sun in these pictures. And we just had a conversation with him this morning. He just so clearly knows what he's doing. He's like, I would, you know, if you guys want, if you guys are like, photos are the priority, I will like take you guys like during different hours and like, oh, it's sunset now. Like, I know everyone else is eating dinner. Like, do you guys want to go take pictures? Like that kind of, and he's just so clearly knows what he's doing. And the other place, I've seen reviews, like, it's interesting because the reviews of the other place are really good on like the not Wedding Wire Google, but if I looked on Reddit and people were like not happy with them on Reddit. So I was like, I know, I don't know. I'm assuming his assistant like throws the veil, but like the way this is shaped, like look how freaking gorgeous that is. It's so pretty. Even like the under the veil shots like this are beautiful. Anyway, that was another thing that's been on my mind this week. I had to share. But I'm really excited. I'll let you guys know if we end up booking with him for something else. I go on Reddit sometimes. Google reviews are okay. Yeah, but I'm surprised I didn't even see like one bad Google review at all. But people were just like, they didn't really seem to know what they were doing. Like, and I feel that way too. But okay. So, yeah, she was played by Michelle Pfeiffer, such an underrated movie. Oh, the new Mario movie? Wait, was the new Mario movie good? Wait, is that what you're talking about, Michelle? Oh, Michelle Pfeiffer played the goddess Eris in Sinbad of the Seven Seas? I didn't know that. Wait, what? That's awesome. Bad reviews are always the best because they specify exactly what's wrong, and then you decide whether it's a deal breaker. Oh, that's another thing. Speaking of bad reviews making me nervous, we booked our Airbnb for like as much of the bridal party that wanted to stay, and it looked gorgeous in pictures, and some of the reviews are like, this is way past its prime. And I was like, okay, you know what, that's fine. Like, our, you know, Kira and Eric, their Airbnb, they said it wasn't that great either, but it just like, it was a bummer because like of the pictures. Then I saw a recent review from like 2 weeks ago, and they were like, they're just like, it needs a deep clean. There's like holes like where the towel racks used to be that were knocked off, and there's like a lot of spiders. And I was like, okay, I draw the line at spiders. So I reached out to him this morning, and I was like, hey, like I was trying to be so nice. In his reviews on Airbnb, he seems to be easy to annoy. So that kind of worries me. But so I was like trying to be so nice. I was like, hey, I just like saw like a couple recent reviews. I just want to make sure that, you know, it'll be deep cleaned, and there's gonna be like a pest control because we're using this for our wedding weekend and all that stuff. And he hasn't responded. And I'm worried he's not gonna respond, and I don't really know what to do. I'm like, we'll bring our raid, but like, it makes me nervous because I'm such a people pleaser. I want my bridal party and like my friends and everyone to like have a really good time and not feel like inconvenienced for things. And I just worry because they did pay like probably as much as they would have paid for a hotel, or like a nice one at least, but like I just worry that like they're gonna pay and be like, this place is shit, and I'm like so worried about that. But yeah, bad reviews are that review was so detailed in what was wrong. I was like, okay, this is good. There are some bad reviews where like they're not specifying things, and I'm like, I really wish you would like say exactly what the issue is. But I haven't seen too much of that, at least. You deserve incredible pictures like that. Thank you, Sarah. People are very detailed on why. Yeah, companies can sometimes filter Google reviews. Really? Do the bride and groom ever get a moment alone at their own wedding? With the photographer, they would. Other than that, I mean, you could ask for one, probably. Even with an assistant, the timing starts to be perfect together. That's true. That is so true. They must be, like, so well-trained, because it's, like, seems very consistent, gorgeous veil shots. Girl, you need to have a good time at your... I know, but I'm not gonna have a good time if there's spiders everywhere. Like, I will. I'll ignore it. But, like, that's not gonna be my favorite thing in the world. But I will say, getting this new photographer has helped a lot. Like, obviously, I was already very excited about our wedding. And, the wedding planning process has been really fun. But the stress of the other photographer was getting to me a little bit. So now that that's kind of gone, I am like, okay, I feel a bit better. But I doubt they'll blame me for the messy Airbnb if it turns out to be... I know, I have issues. Never would have expected Ray to be part of the wedding package. I'm like... We have so much raid at home. I hate bugs, y'all. I, will spray raid on all of the... every month or so, we'll spray raid on, all of the doors and window seals just around the edges to keep... And it works to keep bugs out. I just have to be very careful that, the dogs don't get to it, but... I'm very used to that. Okay, let's see. What did I ignore shirtless king? This could probably work. Alright, dude. We're gonna get our King Kellen the first here. Even though, I guess he's the only King Kellen. Are we heading out now? Bye, Rebecca. I hope you have a good night. Okay, King Kellen. We have two King Kellens, I've realized. Let's get you in a pose. I don't love spiders, yeah, but if it's like a couple and I had to stay there for 2 nights, I might be able to handle it if it were mice. Oh no. No, that's so fair. Last week I woke up to my little bed at 3 a.m. to kill a spider. That's so fair. Jake definitely killed all the bugs. There was a time I remember I was on the phone with my dad and I saw a spider on the ceiling and it was pretty big and I was like trying to spray rain while I was telling him a story. He's like, are you okay? Okay. Oh, also, my dad gave me an idea for, like, something for the story. I was, like, very impressed by it. It's kind of a small thing. It's not, like, a plot point, but it's just, like, a very good deed that Sayori could do. I was like, this might be good and interesting. Okay, portraits. We'll do some of these. And then you, my good sir, need to leave. Alright. Okay, that's perfect, honestly. I don't know if the flag would necessarily need to stay. Oh, also, speaking of the fanfics, I feel like someone suggested something and we were all like, oh my god, that needs to happen, who's gonna write it? But I don't remember what it was. Oh, I remember what it was. It was, Kyo and Araminta getting together. Now I remember what it was. So your parents watch your YouTube channel? My dad watches some of it. He said, I don't even, I think his memory's not that great, but I think he watched the parade episode. He said he watched an episode a couple videos ago and like just part of it though. And the idea came to him, but the idea also came from like a past thing that happened to him when he was in like high school. But based on what he said, I kind of got the vibe that he watched the parade episode. Oh, yes. I'm playing D&D for the first time. Oh, good luck, Lizzie. Let us know how you like it. It's super chill, honestly. It's very fun. I was gonna say Rebecca just left, but Rebecca's a huge D&D fan. But yeah, no, I remember that was the fanfic we had talked about. And then, was there something else? I kind of feel like there was something else, but I don't remember what it was. Alright, your eyelashes are clipping? I did not realize that. Shoot. The fucking disco, sorry. The disco, talks, gets me. In relationships, you know your strength. Jake kills the bugs and makes the confrontations. You decorate the home and do taxes. Actually, Jake did taxes this last time, and I did so many chores. So I was so happy. I was like, I'll do anything you want. I was so excited because now that's like his domain is like the finance stuff, and I did them before, but he did both of our taxes this year, and I was like, this is fab. I love this. Shout out to Ray's dad for giving some story ideas. Can't wait to see what it tells. Yeah, no, it's just like kind of, it's a very small thing, but it does affect something that's about to happen in the next episode. So, but it's not like a huge plot thing. I got into role-playing games recently too. I've done 2 D&D one-shots for now. They're so funny. Oh, that's so fun, Anna. Wait, which stream did we talk about Kyo and Araminta? I need to take notes, low-key. Was it the last stream from 2 weeks ago? It was, I don't remember, but the details, did we, well, I guess we didn't chat about the details. I guess that was kind of like up to the person who ends up writing it, but, ooh, this kind of looks nice. It would, I mean, I guess it would basically be like an enemies thing. But like, would she still be betrothed to Han in it? Cause that would be wild. That would be insane. That would be sad, honestly. Especially if Han was really into her and she ends up with a Kyo. That's really sad. I find it crazy how in America you do your own tax. What? Who does your taxes, Alice? I didn't. Hold on. I'm sorry. Someone else does your taxes for you in the UK? Because here we have, like, CPAs who technically can do your taxes for you, but you do have to pay them to do it. Yeah, hold on. Yeah. Wait a second. The government does your taxes? We do have to do math. We have to do some math. I will say taxes aren't as bad as they used to be because I used to have to do my taxes for my company. That sucked. That was actually awful. It comes out of your pay. Well, ours comes out of our paycheck monthly too, but we still have to file them. And then I have to put like expenses and stuff. And then they ask you a bunch of questions that I don't know the answer to. What math do you guys do? Expenses typically. But I mean, to be fair, I have to do that because I'm like a content creator and I have like this side gig than my first job or like my main job. It blows my mind how if you remain an American citizen living overseas, you still have to file. You do? I've only done my taxes once because I've self-employed acting work, but other than that, you don't need to. What? I just have to hand in my write-offs. Why do people want to come to America in the first place? This place sucks. Also, in the UAE, they don't take, like, taxes from you, from your paycheck. Like, I was telling my friend Rin, I was like, yeah, I, like, make this, but I don't, like, because we realized we, like, make the same, technically, like, from our main jobs, but then I was like, yeah, but then after taxes, it's like this, and she's like, what do you mean? I was like, what do you mean, what do I mean? What is it called? Employment taxes or whatever? And she was like, what? Then I was like, Rin, I need you to be so for real right now. She doesn't get taxes taken out at all. I think if you work independently, you do have to do some extra work, but if you're on a salary, it's pretty standard. That's crazy. The American dream, the house, the 2 kids, a well-paying job. Okay, and then, like, everything else that's wrong with their country. Oh, and they add tax at the checkout. They don't do that for you? The U.S. wants more reasons to get money from U.S. citizens. This is crazy! Yes, you might not be living in America anymore, but you still have to report your earnings to a country if you don't live in it. So moving isn't going to do anything, huh? That's crazy! Yeah, I have state and federal taxes. Hi, Serenity, how are you? We're talking about how much America sucks. Thank you for resubscribing! Hearts. For 56 months! Oh, where are my, I'm sorry, where are my emojis? What? Ah. The price is the price. They add on tax before, so you don't see a difference. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Basically no escaping tax. Well, I guess that makes sense why people go overseas to buy things. Like, people will go to France to buy Hermes bags because they're expensive, and tax, I'm sure, here is also a lot. So they go there to save money. Boo, let's blow this popsicle's day. Yeah. That's crazy. And we have to pay for health insurance. And this place is dangerous AF. That's wild. Wow, he looks miserable. Why do you look like that? I mean, I guess the smile, like, you don't have to smile. I think that's just your face. That's a bummer. Oh, your eyelashes. What do I do about that? I think I might have to, sorry y'all, I might have to try this again. Modifying cast. The French pay VAT too. It's just already included in the price. Wait, oh, what am I thinking of? The fact that I'm literally going to do tax preparation is so funny. I'm getting my CPA. Oh, congrats! You'll make a lot of money. Tipping culture is crazy too. In the UK, it's completely optional. I'm just so, I don't mind tipping. I'm so used to it. You'd have to give up your citizenship to full escape. That's crazy. Sorry, but oh no, Alice, you're good. My country sucks. King Callan, the miserable king. Yeah. Somebody has made a speech for my communication class about getting rid of tipping culture. Interesting. I'm at the point where if I go to another country, I feel so rude if I don't leave a tip. But then apparently it is rude to leave them a tip. I was talking to an American the other day about my OHIP health card, and they said, "You mean your health insurance card?" I was just like, no. Honey, we're cheating our own country, yeah. If it helps, my country sucks too. But it's not like... Oh my god, y'all, Blossom sleeping like outside of her. Hold on. Can you guys see this? This is Blossom right now. She's like sleeping half on the floor and half in her bed. She's so silly. Anyway, I think it's a universal experience for people to share their own country. The issues arise when someone not from there does. I don't mind. The US sucks. I would prefer not to live here. I could get my Taiwanese citizenship, but Jake's work is definitely like in the US. Typically. Oh, it's okay, Bubbles. Oh, hold on, y'all. One sec. Blossom, stay with me, honey. Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. When I worked in the food service industry, I never felt offended if someone didn't want to tip because it's not their responsibility to pay me for my job. It should be a company's job, although I did get hella good tips. I've heard some really good tips that happened. My parents' dog used to sleep like that. It's so cute. My concern with it, you shouldn't be relying on tips to get by. Your employer should... Okay, yes. No, that's fair. That is so fair. I just feel... Oh, I didn't realize this guy was on the screen. It feels so weird to not tip. Like, I'm like... I should look up ahead, like, if I should be tipping people. The potato tie, how is she? She's really good. She's so funny. Okay, so she will sometimes poop where she's not supposed to. And typically she's actually really good at potty training. But occasionally she will go where she's not supposed to. And then she'll grin at us. Like, she'll smile. Like, the biggest, like, I'm not even kidding. The biggest smile on her face when she does it. And I looked it up. Oh no, Laura. And I looked it up, and it says that she might be trying to defuse the situation, and I think that's so funny that her little brain is so smart to think that. Oh my god, Laura! Hold on. I'm gonna share with the glass. Some jobs underpay expecting you to get tipped. No, exactly, yeah. This is from Laura. Oh, I didn't realize how low that went. Thank you, Queen. She's been hanging out with Bubbles. Tips in Spain are usually spare change, so having to tip so much in the US was very painful. Prices were already higher, so I hated eating out. So I'd spend over $20 per meal so easily, yeah. Yeah. Wait, they tax your tips? I don't know. I actually don't know. Hell yeah. I kind of feel like that's an Akio vibe. Like, I could just see Akio with that, you know? I still wish I could find my friend Rin's Akio pictures. I don't think she has them anymore. That's insane. I didn't know that. I didn't know taxes were tipped. Or, I didn't know tips. I didn't know tips were taxed. That's what I thought. I thought cash was not as much. That's crazy. OMG, Laura, please DM me that. Laura, share with the main Discord too. Are you in our Not Safe for Work chat? You want me to add you? Also, I found other poses for Melissa's Kazme photos. I will take them soon, but that will also probably go in the Discord instead of like a Patreon post. Then nowadays you have to split. Oh, nowadays you have to split tips you earn with it. That's what I had to do at like Tropical Smoothie. But Tropical Smoothie paid me like not $4 an hour. It was like $7.50 an hour, which is not good back then. I don't think I'm gonna. Okay. Do you want to be? The people that I know for a fact are of age. I'll just add you. Unless, do I need? maybe just for like to back me up. A backup, is that, what word am I looking for? To safety reasons? I don't know. There's a word I'm looking for this. Alright. Well, Laura, okay, I went drinking with Laura, so I know she is. Technically, I know you are too, Alice, but just in case, can you please just send me proof? Feel free to, like, filter anything you need to. Manage channel access. Oh, okay. So Laura. Manage. Edit. 18 plus. Okay, Laura, you should have access now. Oh wait, it's loading. It's on. Are you already a patron, Lizzie? If so, you can just message me and then I can message you the link. In Spain, waiters get paid terribly too because there's a lot of secret extra hours you need to put in, but the official contract does list minimum wage. Interesting. I'm not safe for work chat. Just hold on. Yeah, just our official rule is just DM me or Mina proof that you're above 18, and feel free to filter any personal information besides that, and then we'll add you. Oh wow, employers are so predatory when they can get away with it. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. They started charging a percentage in some restaurants for your health insurance. For their health insurance. It's like a 3% or 4%. It's like, we only saw this recently, and I think it's like very specific places. It's not everywhere, but they... Bubbles, are you trying to get out, honey? But yeah, they literally put on our receipt just like health and a smiley face, and we were like, what is that supposed to be? What does that mean? So okay, I'm adding you too. Laura, you didn't miss a chance. Members. Manage. Edit. Okay. It'll load and then you'll, okay, you're added, Alice. I had some spicy photos. If you scroll really far back, there should be spicy photos of Samaratrix. Other people have put stuff in here too, so just a heads up. But of Samaratrix and then of someone else. Conminta, maybe? Maybe. It's really far back. Oh my god, some of these are like, some of these photos that other people have posted are like a lot. Just a fair warning. Okay, Gabriella, Samaratrix. That was on June 29th, 2020. And then someone posted a Kyo and a Zumi. Oh my god. I don't know where mine are. I'm kind of just going back. There's a lot. There's a lot. I'm gonna be so real with y'all. I found my GOG. I thought, oh no! Oh, I'm scrolling. Each of the Discord can't send proof of age till not at work. No worries. I've joined Patreon as a free. It's the tier 1 for the Discord. Yeah, things will do. I've left work now, but we'll get to it next stream. Okay, yeah. Anyway, sorry. I've derailed. Okay, let's do... I guess I have to do it like this. Wait. Oh, that's it? Oh, okay, we're good. Alright, anyway, sorry. Bellatrix more like Dominatrix. No worries, Lizzie. The Kyoto Zubi one is great. I know. some of them are crazy. Anyway, let's change the subject. What other fanfics do you guys want to see? I know there's Araminta and a Kyo. There's, I feel like someone else has mentioned something else. I don't remember what. Okay, we're gonna change this outfit. I guess to be fair, Melissa, this is also based on a dream. Oh, we were wondering how, okay, so Melissa, your dream is so interesting, and I was telling Kira about it, and she was like, I've never had a dream that's like, you're just kind of sitting back and watching everything. Like, were you... Laura. Were you, like, sitting back and watching everything unfold in your dream? Hi, Hippie, how are you? Or were you, like, in your dream at all? Or literally was everything happening, like, in front of your eyes, like almost like it was a TV show? Because I feel like I don't hear about a lot of dreams that happen like that. Minute to Key together is crazy, but in like a different life, maybe. Yeah, no, for sure. And I feel like it would be very toxic. Like it would 100% be like an enemies thing. But yeah, I found that. But it's interesting because she didn't like Akio because of how he treated Han. So like, how would that have worked? I'm so curious. I don't know. Alright, we're going to... I know! It would be wild! It would be, yeah, exactly! It would be so toxic! Fanfic of if Fred got with runner-up girl, spicy fic comes in mind. Oh, Camille! I don't know if you know this, but I love a good enemies lover story. Yeah, I do. I just, that one, yeah, would be so interesting because yes, it would be enemies to lovers, but they're only enemies because how he treated her husband. So before my concussion, I always dreamed in third person, but since I've been dreaming in first person, really? It was also so vivid because I had a brain injury that I could feel things at times. It was super weird. Interesting. Laura narrating everything. Laura, don't make people feel bad if they can't be in it. Okay. I think this is better. Even though he's literally pouting. You know what? He can be a pouty king. Ah. Okay. Yay! Do we have anyone else ready? Okay. Okay. I love all the smiley faces, Anna. Okay. Hold on, I got you. Save. Alright, you're good now, Anna. Melissa, I got you too. I can't believe this channel is being revived so many years later. Oh, you know what I still have to do? I'm still waiting on one article for the magazine, but I have to take pictures for that. I think everyone else except for one has turned in their article. Okay. Alright, you're added too, Melissa. Pouty King, Henry said, I have to name my son after this man. Alright, I'll stop. I'll narrate my own Nazareth headcanons, for example, Killiam. Yes, there you go. Feel free to put that in there. Enemies lovers based on the original threat of war instead, maybe? Maybe. That could be good. I've had very vivid dreams for several years now. Only recently being able to somewhat control these the last 2 years. I get a lot of story ideas for my dreams. Actually, all of them. That's so interesting. I remember taking this like vitamin to focus, and I had such vivid dreams about it. But like, I think like my house was getting robbed in it, and it was terrifying. And so I stopped taking it because it was so scary. I couldn't deal. And what an Ontario health card looks like. Thank you. It is interesting seeing all the different cards. Are these pictures going to be up in the portrait hall? Mm-hmm. And who is going to talk us through them? What do you mean talk us through them, Sarah? As it should be. I opened and got jump scared. Oh, wait. Did I put that in there? Wait, did I? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, wait, I have to, hold on. I have to share something with you guys. So, you guys know, how I've shared before, someone left a comment about, like, Cleo crying, and they were like, can I say this on stream? I don't know if I can say this on stream without getting demonetized, but they were basically like, I've never wanted to, like, something so bad to Cleo right now. Okay, I found it. I think I've showed this on stream. No, it was from someone else. Oh, yes, okay. Okay. My friend made this. Hold on, I think I can show it real quick. It's not, the picture isn't that safe for work, it's the... They were happy he cried. More than happy. Can you read it? Oh, and dark. Anyway, that's it. I just showed it real quick. I think I've shown that in the, oh yeah. before. I've also been practicing for a few years now in that process of meditation and shadow work. Oh. There's something I've always had. I've had a really strong meditation having maladaptive daydreaming. That's so interesting. This is funny about dreams. When I was younger, I had asthma and I used to have a recurring nightmare where I ran through Bowser from Mario Lava Castle because I was being chased by a cake that I ate. It would happen. What? Alice, that's crazy. Oh my god. What frames do you use for CC portraits? They're by Strange Storyteller Sims. I think they're the Rococo collection. I think that's what it's called. But yeah, highly recommend Strange Storyteller Sims. Has a lot of stuff. What did I come into? Hi, Zoe. Welcome. Ignore everything happening. We're just taking portraits. Like, is there going to be a pose where there was like queens where Amira was giving Am a tour and letting her know these were the past queens? I was thinking of having Alice May give a tour to her kids and Caspian. Why Bowser? No idea. Listen, sometimes your head just goes there. That's totally fair. I remember. Do you guys ever remember that Arthur episode? I might be aging myself, but where DW has a dream and there's like a one-eyed monster in it. It's like something where like they're speaking in like poetry terms only, like they can't stop rhyming or something like that. And anyway, I remember very specifically having a dream where like I was like on my playground in like my Georgia house and it like comes out of nowhere and is like mad, but it kind of just looks like a purple Mike Wazowski. Like, that's what I remember from my dream. But like that dream is so vivid to me and I don't know why. I was like, why Arthur? Okay, I guess we didn't pick outfits for the other guys. I will have to do that. So we need our Tudor King. We need King Henry III, which I guess we didn't get to making. Is George after that? George is after that, I guess. Okay. So there's two kings. Do we want to continue and I will exit out and get CC for that? Or do we want to dress either Akio and or Tesu as adult Zuko? I don't remember that Arthur episode. I remember, I don't know. I had a dream where I was doing a talent show and then David Beckham beat me up. What? That's crazy. One more streams until the wedding, assuming you're not busy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe 4 or 5. What the hell do you think? I need a vote. I need to know other people are on board too. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Casey was adult Zuko? That's 2. Is he the son of one of the Spice Girls? David Beckham? She can't have that haircut though. I wonder if Zuko and May are together in that. Adult Zuko time. Can you dress him like the pig I sent? Possibly. Alright, let me download this CC. Google. Zuko CC. Sims for Zuko CC. Outfit pack. They do have a May pack. Huh. I wonder. Okay, this is the outfit. Zuko first armor set, but like his scar. Hair, skin, no scar. Oh. Scar. Login. Okay. Alright. Download. think... This is Zutara Sims. I think that's good. Okay, I will exit out of the Sims. And download this real quick. Atla outfit Zuko. Zuko outfit, Zuko shoes. Okay. Alright. I'm pulling this up. Ooh, I feel like we should do both Taesu and Akio. Because I feel like Akio gives off those vibes. Don't worry, I mentally use a scene from Thomas the Tank Engine Toby the Flood episode as an analogy for my emotional freaking go. So over a year ago though, so way before the beef, maybe the subconscious knew there was tea. Oh! Taesu as adult Zuko invading my fire. Oh my god. Oh, just side note, but yesterday after I got my glasses, I went on Instagram to look up something, and Taesu looks so much hotter when I can. That's so funny! We all have the thing that sticks with us. That's so true. It is so interesting to find out, like, what sticks with people. Because there are definitely some moments of my life that I don't remember at all. But then I'll, like, remember very specific things, and I'm like, why? How long have you thought the world was blurred? Okay, I'm gonna be so real. I need glasses all the time, and I don't wear them. But I'm nearsighted? I can't see far away. I can see near. And I only wear them while driving. I only wear my glasses while driving, but I don't like wearing them. And I can't wear contacts, because apparently my eyes are too dry. I didn't know that was a thing. So I live with the world being blurry. And then there has been times where we've gone somewhere really cool and Jake will give me his glasses because we're basically the same prescription. And I'm like, whoa, this is so cool. And he always laughs at me every time. By the way, a year ago, I rewatched Barber, the King of the Elephants. Surprisingly, I haven't heard of that. Alexa, play Careless Whisper. Concussion, but I thought it was going to go away. That's fair. I can't remember 5 minutes ago, but I have an excellent long-term memory. It depends, because there will be things that I am like, oh my god, sorry, there's something in my eye. People will talk about, and like there's periods of my life that I don't really remember. What did I play? But that's because I was, like, so busy. Like, around the time with the Princess Party Company, there's so much around that time I don't remember because I was just so busy and my brain was just, like, fried all the time. And then you guys will say things sometimes that I don't remember it at all. Or, like, you guys will answer a question that I asked, like, 1 minute ago and I don't remember what it was to, like, at all. So I guess that's the short-term memory loss issue. But I also have some, like, long-term memory issues. Okay. What am I gonna do? I steal them from somewhere? Okay, we'll just make them. For every person I know needs glasses, but don't wear them except me. I've been wearing glasses forever, and I promise y'all can look great with them. It's not that... I don't like the way they feel, because they always fall down my face, and then my eyelashes hit them when I have clusters on, which is usually all the time. Whoops. Wait, how do I get... how do I get this back for you? Oh, it's because, oh, I see. I was like, what the hell did I just do? Okay. I think you're considered blind with 9. Oh my gosh! I've become a granny. I bought myself a chain to put on my glasses and I'm loving. Oh, I love that. That's nice, honestly. I use my glasses a lot. And they're just in my car. My sketchbook and art growing up has always been like cryptic, some sort of diary, a piece of random artwork, been like a key. Oh no, that makes sense. There is a command on Twitch for you. There's even a command on Twitch for me. I get flack for stealing a red velvet cupcake from my dad that he just bought home from a wedding. I don't remember it, but my sister does. That's so funny. That's funny that you don't remember it. And that your sister does. Okay. So, we want Taesu. And we want a Kyo. Oh, that's a big household already. Okay, let's just do... Hold on. How many people are in that household? Is it 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I just have Taesu in here, we should be good. Alright. Merge. Due to all my health issues, stress, and medications, I've been struggling with memory loss for about... Oh no! So if you're... Oh, I think you're considered blind, but your vision can't be corrected technically. So if you're -9, but your vision can be corrected with glasses, you're technically not legally blind. Interesting! I've been putting off an eye test for months now because I fear my... Oh no! Girl, get that blindness discount, yeah. I have an entire 9 months missing from when I was 4. My mom was pregnant with my sister. My mom was surprised that I have no memory of the baby shower. I mean, that's so young, though. That is so young. I feel like that is not your fault. It's interesting. I remember something from, like, when I was 2. I remember being on the back of a motorcycle and, like, the streets of Taiwan. And my mom, I don't think she ever technically believed that I knew that, but then I explained to her, I was like, did the streets look like this? And I, like, kind of explained it. And she was like, wait, yeah. So I think I remember it because it was, like, I guess traumatizing to be on the back of the motorcycle. Okay, so we're gonna do long hair. Yeah, we're doing adult Zuko. But his hair is, like, flowing. It's not in a top knot. I'm thinking, like, Arya hair, if I'm being so for real. Like, is this Zuko hair? I just think of Arya, if I'm being honest. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. We have 2 planners and 2 digital calendars and 2 task reminders just to help me remember. That's so fair. I don't wear glasses, so I can't relate. No, you're good, Tira. Lucky you. I mean, to be fair, again, I don't really wear my glasses, and I should. The only time it comes into an issue is when I am trying to dance, and you know, you're supposed to spot so you don't get dizzy. Well, I try to spot, but it's blurry anyway, so I still get dizzy. So I'm a little bit worried about our first dance because of that. He's so magnificent. Would you consider having a blind sim? I have one, and it's just CC. You put over their eyes to make them. So, there was a simmer that had that, and she got a lot of hate because if you're blind, you don't actually, like, have that. It's, like, only a specific disease or something like that that you have if, like, for it to be cloudy. Like, people who are blind don't typically have cloudy eyes. But the cloudy eyes, whatever it is that makes you have them, are typically blind. Does that make sense? Bro, Tasty's got them Calvins on, yeah. I can see his eyes way better now. To wear glasses at night. Oh, glasses at night. I definitely need them at night. Yeah. Being able to see all the time. SMH! Outrageous. So hard to represent different disabilities, so you try to represent them accurately. Yeah. Do you hear that? It's Sayori barking. Whatever that word. Yeah, no, it would be nice to have. I'd also like to have a sim in a wheelchair, but then they'd just get up during the gameplay, you know? Okay, what hair do we use? Do we use the Arya hair, or do we use the top knot hair? Maybe I need to actually put him in all this stuff, and then we can figure it out. Where's the scar? What category is that scar in? Maybe it's... Is it skin details? If I don't wear my glasses 15 minutes after waking up, I get super... Oh no! Oh. So are you nearsighted or farsighted or both? Okay, let me see. Okay, this is in the skin details and freckles. Do we see it? I found it. Isn't that bad, but I can't wear contacts now. I look at dizzy if I don't have... Oh, okay. I only get dizzy when I, like, spin. I do get motion sick very easily, though. I'm nearsighted, short-sighted, I think. Okay. What do we even do? Oh. So, let me introduce you to Adult Zuko. Hold on. So, we watched this. The new Avatar Last Airbender movie got leaked. And we saw we were talking about all the thirst traps. So there's this thirst trap of him. So we're trying to recreate him. Hey, the Arya hair, does the Arya hair work? I also just like the bun and stuff. I guess he is wearing a top knot in some of them. Yeah, so anyway, that's what we're doing right now. I can wear contacts, but I have a lazy eye that wanders if I don't have a special things in my lens, but I can't get it in my contacts, so it gives me a headache. Oh, is nearsightedness not being able to see close or not being able to see far? My dumbass can't see things right. Well, hello, sir, right? Also, Sokka and Toph and Aang, just the whole crew, are very attractive in the new movie, so I highly recommend looking at pictures of all of them. So we're trying to make him look like that. Nearsightedness is you can see close. You wake up cross-eyed according to my boy. Oh no. Crazy thing is I think Taesu would be an earthbender. You think so? Really? What would Akio be? And what would Sayori be? I'm too scared if contacts. I hate eyes. You hate eyes. You should all be thirsting. Yeah, if you are not, you should be. Let me see. I guess this works. I think we'll just try on different hairs. So there's the actual Zuko costume, which I think is just a play on the ninja costume. I just saw it, and that definitely looks similar. But where is it? Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, so let's not do that. Let's just do pants only, I think. Let's not have him wear all that. I fear that might not be what we're looking for. There! It's adulting! I don't know. I don't really know what else to pick for him, y'all. Z is definitely firebender. I agree. They had to look behind my eyes to see if I nerfed it. Oh no! No, I know there's people who definitely have like a thing about not touching eyes, so that's so fair. Anya's a firebender. I don't think anyone would disagree. Yeah, no, 100%. I feel like Airman does water. Hot. I love it. Lose the pants. No. Alright, so that's Adult Zuko as Taesu. There's also the top knot, though. Also a bun somewhere. So top knot. Oh, that looks good. There's also... I don't know how I feel about the anime hair. that's more like not adult Zuko. Dang, I thought we had there needs to be more longer hairs. I thought we had something that could work, but I fear we do not. Long. I guess there's that. And that. It's not quite as long though. I think this one's my favorite. Not yet. I think he needs his hair up with just the shorts. Yeah. If Zuko's gets with a new girl, the AU, you could make it with Sayori. I think that hair was pretty accurate. Yeah, he is Zuko and Jinu. Man, Taesu can do it. Alright, now Akio as Zuko. I'm curious. I'm just curious. So, shirt comes off. Hair. Okay. Skin detail. Is freckles? I think I might have passed it. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? It was like on this side. Oh, no, I definitely passed it. Okay. Aha. It's for science, yeah. I'm sorry, I should have remanded and Akio together. Really? Another candidate. What about Han? We could try. I think Akio has Ozai's sharp cheekbones now that I see. Yeah, definitely. Oh god, these pants need to go. Not like that. Like different bands, different bands. Okay. Interesting. Okay, Han now? I have to find Han, but I need to delete everyone else here. I never really liked her and Han, but I was also a huge Charmin to ship us, so that's probably why. That makes sense. That's what she said. Only Zuko had a wise uncle who loves tea. If only. It would have been nice for him to have some sort of mentor in his life. That didn't suck. But I guess he's got Sunmi at least. But he more like tries to protect her with his life. He doesn't necessarily have someone doing that for him. Alright, Han. Not gonna lie, I think Akio might make a better Zuko. Really? They're very different, actually. Han, where are you? Maybe we should start shipping Taesu in therapy. Oh, I mean, or like instead of Sayori. Taesu's endgame is therapy. He doesn't actually end up with Sayori. Let's see. This feels, okay, we'll try it. We'll give it a shot. Sunmi is baby girl. Senna needs to go away. Yup. He was really giving me Ozai vibes. Yeah. Not Taesu and therapy. Who's gonna tell him that? He's too soft. did the pants? Where did they go? Ah. Alright. Who's your favorite adult Zuko? Taesu? Actually, he looks pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Taesu, Akio, or Han? Takashi next! Not would volunteer to be his therapist, yeah. Alright, Takashi next, Takashi next. Han is more idol vibes. Calling Han soft as if we're not looking directly at his six-pack. Listen, he's soft, okay? I was like a huge fan of it before. I think we need a man who can do both. Alright, we're getting rid of this freaking facial hair. Skin details. Zuko. Oops. He looks. Why do they all have that? He looks pretty good too. Alright, Takashi. I think Akio has the right facial structure for this. Yeah, Taesu is the best. Taesu. Akio is doing something for me. He's got the sharpness, yeah. I feel like Taesu weirdly has this sharpness to him. I guess he has it in his own look too, but I think I'm just surprised. I don't know, y'all. I think my vote's Taesu. Tay has a very angular face, to be fair, yeah. Wait, what was the spoiler for Nero? Taesu. Something about Taesu's brows that's very Zuko, yeah. Honestly, though, Takashi looks more convincing. I know, me too. I thought so, too. I was, like, kind of surprised. If I had to rank them, I feel like Taesu for me would be 1. Akio... Honestly... Akio and Takashi are kind of tied for 2 for me. And Han's last. I'm sorry. This is what. Oh, I see. But yeah, I mentioned something for the league film. Oh no, you're good. Don't worry about it. Yeah, but just in case anyone else wants to see it. Thank you, Jared. Yeah, I think it's the angular face that he has. Akio's lower face, I think his face is much longer than I anticipated, so it doesn't really fit it for me. And then, but Takashi kind of works well for it too. But Han is just, if we weren't talking about Zuko here, Takashi could work. It feels more convincing as older Zuko. Yeah, definitely. Like, if we're like, okay, who looks exactly like him, then I feel like we're talking about different, but I'm just thinking of, like, who looks the best. In, like, with the idea knowing that it's Zuko, I guess. Well, that was fun. Anything else y'all want to see? Yeah, I think I'm just, like, now remembering how angular of a face Taesu has. I just forget it sometimes. Especially after doing the, story post pictures where he, like, looks so soft in some of them. Like, where is it? Like, these specifically. Oh, whoops. Like, he looks so soft in these. So I kind of forget that, like, his face is so angular. Like, his face doesn't look angular at all in that, you know? That one, it does look very angular. But yeah, there's just sometimes where I'm like, man, his looks good, but almost a bit too young. Really? You think so? I feel like Han looks younger. Maybe I'm associating the softness with young. He's soft for that's fair. He is a little puppy dog in those, but he is. They look so good. They do. Yeah. No, he looks like a little puppy dog. Someone said. Never mind, I won't say it. There was just a comment that made me laugh about that scene. Yeah, they're like, cause like these two, he kind of looks a little more softer. I guess those are kind of the same pictures, but. And this one too. Yeah, anyway. Someone wanted Zyori to call him a good boy in that scene. Speaking of puppies, how long do Stop it, Anna! Don't bring that up! What is wrong with you? Dogs can live anywhere from 12 to like 20 years, okay? Benji's like 10. Hi, Joel, how are you? I think his eyes are doing a lot of work to soften his face. That's true. Han looks so baby, yeah. Oh, Joel, if anyone knew, we were trying to dress them as adult Zuko, so we had a lot of contenders. So that's what this is. In case you're wondering, like, what the hell have I walked into? I'm gonna save them. There's 4 of them. Adult Zuko's. Sorry, it's not the elephant in the room! No one was talking about it! Bye, Alice. I hope you have a great night. Benji would live longer. He eats rich people food. I read that as he eats rich people. Didn't you tell a person who asked I already to call him a good... Oh. Yeah. Yes, I did. I don't know if that would be in an actual story post, but I was like, listen, I almost did it, okay? I almost did, and I can see it happening in the future, but I'm gonna save for them for a back party with your sim self. Benji is immortal till the story needs a tragic moment, yeah. Not yet. Me walking in and already heavy breathing. Hey, I have you on in the background. I look. We're making adult Zuko because of the new movie that leaked and all the thirst traps of adult Zuko. We were like, what can we do with this? Not yet. I almost had her pat him on the head and say it, but I was like, Listen, we follow a story that has mermaids. We don't need logic. Yes, that's true. Tasty was looking like a character from... Yes, we made him look like Zuko. We thought we would give it a shot. Anyway. We have our pictures. We do need to make... Whatchamacallit? I almost did. I was very very close. It was a thought. I was putting in the like repose request, and I almost asked Ash to head pats and a good boy. Save that for her drink sequence. I could really see her calling him that in real life. I'm gonna be so for real. But like, I think it would be a joke. But Taesu might like it a lot. Anyway, I guess it's just that the story feels so grounded, I forget about the mermaid part. And the spellcaster part. We have mermaid spellcasters. What else do we have? Vampires. It's a joke till it's not a joke. It was a joke momentarily. But I don't know if you guys would be able to handle that. So not yet. Aliens and fairies too. Well, to be fair, we don't have aliens and fairies in the actual story. It's just in The Sims in the game that we play. Are there any other occults? We have the spellcast, we have vampires, we have mermaids. Yeah. I have a friend who used to have a alien royal family. I totally forgot about the fairies because I don't have that. Yeah, not this year. Okay, yeah. The only thing we don't have is werewolves. We don't have fairies and we don't have aliens either. I used to love playing with Supernatural in The Sims. Now I'm not. I'm much more neutral. Yeah, I do think the Supernatural one was fun, but it had a lot more depth. No, that's fair. We don't see them that much. Listen, we add supernatural elements when it feels needed. Yeah, it's on the verge of being canon. Like, if there was any moment, I feel like that would have been a good moment. Alice May would have been a cute fairy. I think I posted pictures of my extra account of her and Caspian as fairies. Cause I did them for like a birthday screenies. Oh yes, I do like her Halloween Angel pictures. She looked so good. She looked so good in that outfit. Oh, with like the moon in the background and everything. I really love the Magic Realm. It's really good for certain pictures. Like, it was really good for those Halloween pictures with her and Caspian. It worked so well for the was this taken? I think this was taken there. It worked so well for these. Like, that was taken in the not that one. That was taken in the Magic Realm. And then what else was? I think the Demon Genu ones were also taken in the Magic Realm. When did I take those? They were. Was it that long ago? After, like, before. Oh, they were. Okay, yeah, these were taken there too. That's blurry. Why are they blurry? Oh, because of the hat. You can't, like, okay, like that look, like that I feel like looks really good and like kind of like how it was in the movie a little bit. Otherwise it's just kind of like a background, like color, if anything, you know. But yeah, no, it works so well for those. I don't go there that often, so it's really fun when we do go there, especially to like play around with the like night and day a little bit too, because it is like technically brighter in the daytime there, but it does add that like the color effect sort of. But yeah, no, those are really good. Also, I didn't even see Alice had resubscribed. Whoops. Okay. Anyway, I guess that's it for today. I'm gonna try to have the next episode by this weekend. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how likely it is. I will do my best. If not, maybe I'll do like a shorter sort of video. So maybe, honestly, maybe I'll do the Royal Regency episode. And then we can do like the episode would be the following week. Either that or I might just post it midweek, which I haven't done in like years. But yeah, we can maybe do that. Okay, thank you guys. I hope you have a great rest of your week. I'll be streaming should be next Sunday. And I'll see you guys then. Bye.